How to be good with money. Money enables us to meet our basic needs, such as purchasing food and shelter and paying for healthcare. Meeting these needs is critical, and if we don't have enough money, our personal well-being and the community's overall well-being will suffer greatly. So being good with money, or simply knowing how to manage it properly, is important. Let me give you a few tips on how to do that. Educate yourself. If you want to be good with money or improve your money management skills, you must first decide whether you are ready. Hearing how others have overcome financial difficulties can help you realize you can too. This entails working on your mindset and mentally empowering yourself to succeed. Keeping a journal, saying positive things to yourself, reading books, watching motivational videos, or finding a mentor are all ways to stay empowered. These are all techniques for keeping your mindset in check. You can also learn to save and invest your money in various ways. Consistently educating yourself on various money topics will help you become a better money manager. Listening to financial podcasts regularly and watching money tips from your favorite YouTube channel will help you achieve your financial goals. Create a plan for your finances. It's easier to get where you want to go with a plan. After establishing your objectives, you should devise a strategy to achieve them. You need to know how exactly you intend to pay off your debt, save for retirement, increase your emergency savings, save for other goals, and do everything else you might want to do. So a good start in planning your strategy is to figure out how much each item will cost you. Then figure out how much time you'll need and start allocating funds to your goals based on your assigned priority. Set specific and measurable goals. You probably have a few goals that money can help you achieve, don't you? Setting goals allows you to find answers to all your why questions. It also gives you something to strive for or a reason to be more careful with your money. Remember that you want your goals to be measurable as you set them. You should also break down your biggest goals into small, easy-to-digest chunks so that you don't become overwhelmed by pursuing massive goals. If a goal is not measurable, how do you know how far you've come? Insure everything. Insurance is a silent protector of you and your assets. Health insurance is the first thing you must buy. It's far more common than you think to be involved in a car accident or to trip and fall a flight of stairs. Disability insurance safeguards your most valuable financial asset, your ability to earn an income by providing a consistent income when you cannot work for an extended period due to illness or injury. Then you have to take care of your money. So you should take precautions to ensure that your hard-earned money does not disappear in an emergency. If you rent, get renter's insurance to protect your belongings in the event of a burglary or fire. Read the policy carefully to determine what is and isn't covered. Stick to a budget. After reading a few personal finance books, you'll understand the significance of two rules that every personal finance advisor repeats. Never allow your expenses to exceed your income, and keep track of where your money is going. The best way to accomplish this is to create a personal spending plan to track the money that comes in and the money that goes out. It is pointless if you make a budget and keep it in a folder on your bookshelf or leave it in the file cabinet to collect dust. Use it frequently throughout the month to help you make spending decisions. It should be updated as you pay bills and spend money on other monthly expenses. You should have an idea of how much money you have available to spend at any given time during the month and on any remaining expenses. Start saving. Pay yourself first. Pay it by saving money for emergencies and the future. This simple practice will not only keep you out of financial trouble, but also help you sleep better at night. Even on the most limited of budgets, regardless of how much you owe in student loans or credit card debt, or how low your salary is, there are ways to put at least some of your money into an emergency fund each month. Putting your money in a traditional savings account will be safe and accessible whenever you need it. You can also place your fund in a high-yield savings account, a short-term certificate of deposit, or a money market account. Simply ensure that the rules of your savings account allow you to access your money quickly in an emergency. Another thing you can't forget is saving for a pension from a young age. because the maximum basic state pension is significantly less than the amount people say they hope to retire on. Set a freedom limit. The net income, or the amount of money left over after deducting your personal expenses from your income, is an important component of your budget. You can use any extra money for fun and entertainment, but only up to a certain amount. You can't go crazy with this money, especially since it's not much and must last the entire month. It's okay to have fun once in a while as long as it fits into your plans. It does not ruin your goals. Set up a splurge or fun account for things like shopping, traveling, eating out, and so on, and designate some funds each month from your budget. Track your spending. Spending awareness is the first step toward better money management. Small purchases add up quickly. Before you know it, you've exceeded your budget. Begin tracking your spending to identify areas where you might be unknowingly overspending. Keep your receipts and record your purchases in a spending journal, categorizing them so you can identify areas where you struggle to keep your spending under control. Your personal spending habits should be improved if you don't know what and where you're spending each month. You can use a money management app to track your spending across categories and see how much you're spending on non-essential things like dining, entertainment, and even that daily cup of coffee. You can make a plan to improve your habits after you've educated yourself on them. Invest wisely. Once you've paid off any debts and started saving regularly, you can consider whether investing can be the right thing for a new area for you to grow. Investing is the purchase of an asset, such as a bond, a share in a company, or units in a fund, such as a unit trust, with the expectation that its value will rise in the future and generate income through dividends. Even if your financial resources are limited, making small contributions to investment accounts can help you use your earnings to generate more income. Changing your own habits is the first step toward better finances. Some of these habits will be more difficult than others. Still, if you stick with them, you'll end up with great money management skills that will serve you for the rest of your life. And in the meantime, you'll have more money in your pocket. Cash savings can lose value over time due to inflation, and investments have a history of outperforming them. But the past is no guarantee of the future, so there is a risk of some investments returning less than you invest. Self-control is a must. If you're lucky, your parents have taught you self-control as a child. If not, remember that the sooner you learn the important life skill of delaying gratification, the sooner you'll be able to keep your personal finances in order as a habit. One of the most important ways to exercise financial self-control is also one of the simplest. Learn to wait until you've saved enough money for whatever you require. Then practice using a debit card instead of a credit card for all everyday purchases. A debit card immediately deducts funds from your checking account, which will hit you differently than when you spend with a credit card. I hope these little tips help you to get the maximum out of your earnings.
So that's all for today's video. If you made it this far, click the subscribe button and hit the bell icon for more awesome content. Thanks for watching.